Hey, Hawkamaniacs. This is like take 25 of this video. Phone died, I got calls. Monty decided to be a presence in a few of them. Bitten is our editor. Bitten is making sure that we keep everything above board. So I'm doing this a few weeks early. I'm doing my top 5 Star Wars figures for 2024. We're looking at these two because I'm excluding them from the list. Revan, because I think he was released in 2023. I got him secondhand. Jedi Revan, because yeah, it's essentially the same figure. You know, I'm excluding New Hope Darth Vader, even though he has his tunic over his shoulder pads, because we had Return of the Jedi Vader and the Dark Times Vader, which are pretty much exactly the same, last year. All right, on to the countdown. I checked with Bitten. We can add one honorable mention. Bo-Katan. And I can hear you. You're saying, but that TS Hawkeye guy, you got Bo-Katan secondhand. This is a newer figure. I got this off the shelf. She comes with, the dark saber. And there are some, differences. There's some brown on that gun, and there's no brown on that gun. Has anyone ever heard my new hat philosophy with action figures? All right, on to the list. Bitten let me go with that one. Bitten said it was okay. God damn, that's a beautiful cat. Number 5, we have Jedi Master Soul. Very recent figure. I think my newest figure. We talked about him. He is my pretty much the only Acolyte figure I wanted, because he was pretty much the only good thing about the Acolyte. I've had a couple of days to really monkey with him and play with him, and it's definitely an awesome figure. Master Soul, number 5. This was a really hard list this year because for a while, Mr. Garazeb Aurelios, sorry if I butchered that, he was number 2. He was number 1 at one point, but yeah, he's number 4 now. That just attests to how great the figures we got this year were. I am going to do a list. It's going to be a top 10 or maybe even 15 of figures I got this year, not necessarily released this year, but yeah, we'll see him again. So, Zeb, number 4. All right, so now we're getting to the top 3. These figures have changed positions in the time I've sat down to think about them. But we have A New Hope Leia at number 3. Such a good figure. Like, the top 5 are all amazing. Even Bo-Katan, Vader, everything's great. All right, so number 3. Number 2, Count Dooku. Anyone that really watches the channel would probably think Dooku would be number 1. He was number 1. He was number 1 when I wasn't talking about Revan. I thought he was going to be number one until I sat and decided to make this year-end list. All right. Friends, who could be number one? But that TS Hawkeye guy, Cad Bane, was last year's number one. Yes, I just wanted to show Cad Bane. He was last year's number one. This year's number one is the deluxe Jango Fett. You know, take away all the blast effects, the other head. This figure, as is, with the two guns in the holster, the helmet, and the backpack. Hands down, right at this second, the best figure of 2024. There we go. Ironically, two bounty hunters have topped the list 2 years in a row. But like I said, I'm going to do like a top 10, 15, maybe even 20 list of just Star Wars figures I purchased this year from January right up to December. All right, friends. Thanks for checking in, and we will talk again soon.